Good afternoon. Well, better yet, good evening. It is currently on my time 4:40 p.m. And I just hold on. I'm so sorry. I wanted to say hello. And how was your holiday? Mine was, before we get into anything heavy, it was cold, sorry. Mine was pretty decent. Now that I have a child, it's like when you do your holiday season, it's more so about the kids. Excuse me. I did get sick. But back to what I was saying, now that the holiday is here, now that I have a child, it's not about, oh my God, what am I going to get for Christmas? Or I can't wait or something like that. It's just, I got to get this girl this stuff. I got to get this boy this. Got to save up my money, So other than that, my daughter, she came out with a great amount of gifts. I said this year it really wasn't going to be for toys for her because every year she gets toys. Her birthday was just in October. I bought her some toys. Also, my mother bought her some toys, and she didn't play with the toys. She used to be on my phone all the time making little YouTube videos and everything like that. I said, you know what? I'm going to get this girl her first podcast camera. So we went, to BJ's, me and my mother, and we went to go get her a cake. I think it was for her school. So just so happened, soon as we get there, we walking around, we about to go and, get the stuff. Sure enough, I see the camera sitting right there. I was like, oh. I was looking for a little podcast camera for her, and it was only $30, $40, which I felt was a good price for, a kid's camera or whatever. But anyway, I just want to talk about the stuff that I had actually researched over the break, some stuff that actually popped up on my timeline on Instagram, and things like that. So let's just jump right into it. And from the title, you can see it's basically still the same thing that I was talking about last year, which is the racial bias in the medical field and how we're treated, within the medical field. Now, last year I was just saying for African American women, but, as I went on, I'm like, you know what? It's just not African American women. It's also, Latin women, the minority. So I decided, to kind of switch gears in that aspect because it's not just African American women. I was just going based off because I'm an African American woman. So that's what I was going based off of it. But, it's a much bigger picture than that. So I'm not sure if everybody saw the video. I'm going to see if I could get, because the video I saw, I actually seen it on Instagram, and I'm not too sure of how I can put a video from Instagram onto Facebook, but maybe I could find the link, or maybe I could put the person page that I saw it on. Maybe I could put it on my page. I saved the video, but for some reason I can't get it. I saw the video on, what's her name? Cherry Jackson's page, I believe that's her name. If you don't know who she is, if I'm saying her name wrong, if you grew up watching Family Matters, Laura, Steve Urkel, Laura's best friend, it's her. I saw it on her page, and I shared my story with her, and we was talking just a smidge, not a long conversation, but I had to tell her my situation, and I was like, she was like, she's sorry hearing about it, and something similar like that happened to her when she was pregnant. And I did read about that as well, and I also saw a YouTube video. Now, if you go on YouTube and you Google these things, everything that I'm saying it's not like this fabricated situation. These are real life situations that's happening with people. Okay, I feel as though certain things are getting looked over and looked past because nobody's not making any noise about it. Nobody's not saying anything about it. And it's like you're ignorant to the fact because nobody's not talking about it. And that's the same thing for me. Like, I didn't know. Like, I was dealing with my situation for a very long time, for a couple years now. And I was really not aware of how many other people was going through it. It was just like, all right, now what am I, like, okay, I went to the doctor. They did something to pacify me for the situation, for that moment. They never dealt with the long-term effect of what I was going through. You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, they just put a Band-Aid on it. And then, a couple months later, it was like I was back to the same situation. So when I was researching it, when I had spoke to her and I heard her story, I was looking up some things. And the first video that I watched on YouTube, it was from a doctor named, he has the book out. The story was back from 2000, and this story and this information is back from 2013. But, it's a book, so I'm pretty sure that you can find it either on Amazon. If you have a smartphone, maybe you could, pull it up on your book, your iBook, whatever you call it. I don't really use that thing. I usually like to use like an actual physical book. But the name of the book is called Black Man in a White Coat. Okay. That book is about how, about African American doctors. They're basically saying that the general population for African Americans is 13.2, million or whatever. Excuse me. And for them, and then for the doctors, it's only 4.1 million. Now, if you do like the mathematics or whatever the case is, like, that's not even covering, like, seriously, that's like, imagine going to a doctor and you're only going to see like maybe one doctor, 1-2 black doctors in the hospital. Because even when I go to the hospital, I don't see that many black doctors. And to tell you the truth, I probably see between maybe 1 to 3 doctors. You probably see like 2 male doctors and then 1 black doctor. Everybody else is like either Indian or Guyanese, or, the Indian Guyanese or whatever, like, whatever. I don't see a lot of black doctors, period. So he was saying that black women are dying a lot more than any other race in childbirth. They're dying 3 out of 4 times more than any other race, which is ridiculous. And I can kind of understand, because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I almost died because I was losing so much blood that I had to get a blood transfusion. Now, they didn't even give me my blood transfusion right away. Excuse me. I had to wait a whole nother day. So that day, like, I'm sitting here still in bed in the hospital. I had my daughter. They took me upstairs to recovery. They done took her to the little nursery, but she had to stay. So she was because she was a preemie, but she wasn't like a super preemie. She was only like a week or so early, so she was only in the hospital for a week. She actually came home the day before my birthday. So my birthday's on the 19th and her birthday was on the 9th. So she came home basically like the next week. But anyway, I almost died after I had her. They had me sitting in there and they were telling me, oh yeah, you can go ahead and go and see her now. The whole time I'm thinking, okay, I'm fine. Like, I didn't feel anything. And I'm walking through the hospital to go and see her. I'm walking back. I'm like bleeding out onto the hospital floor, almost passed out. Like, and I was in the back side of the hospital. Like, nobody was really back there. Like, it really wasn't so much foot traffic as far as the nurses and the doctors and stuff. So I'm walking And I'm like feeling like super lightheaded, like I was gonna pass out onto the floor. And I had to take everything in me to get me to my room to call, the nurse to let them know, listen, I'm bleeding out as I'm walking back. And they're like, oh yeah, I forgot, you have to do a blood transfusion. Y'all forgot? Y'all was gonna let me pass out onto the floor and, God forbid, die because I forgot to tell me that I needed a blood transfusion because I lost so much blood during childbirth. Okay. Then my sister, she almost died during, Then I was also listening to Serena Williams' story. Who else? Oh, then you have Remy Ma. Now, I'm not saying that Remy Ma, I don't know Remy Ma's situation yet. Like, I didn't hear her say anything about that, but I do know that she did have some complications and she had to be rushed back to the hospital after she had her baby. But, women, we do go through a lot of stuff with this childbirth situation. Like, and they so quick to hurry up. I mean, I know you gotta pay to stay there and, all of these things, but excuse me, they make you have a baby. They try to send you out within 3 days, and then sometimes you be having to come right back because they didn't do what they had to do the first time when you was in the hospital. Okay, so back to this book. I didn't read the book yet. I will definitely put this down as a book for me to read. I'm gonna look it up on my on the phone, like the cause I have an iPhone, so I don't know what they call it when you want to find the book on the phone itself. But again, the name of the book is called Black Man, White Coat. The doctor name who wrote the book name is Dr. Damian Tweedy. I'm gonna write all of this stuff down within the once I'm finished this this recording, and then I'm gonna read the book. I'm gonna find the book. If I can't find it on the thing, I'm gonna look it up on Amazon because I just now heard about the book maybe 5 minutes before I started because I was watching this video on YouTube. That's also a very good search engine if you want to can say something. When I was doing my research over the holiday and stuff like that, all I did was go on to my YouTube and I put in what I was looking for, and they started showing me all these. And it's on the news a lot. They got it on CBS, 60 Minutes, PBS. Some people don't watch that type of stuff. I don't watch it either. Only time I really see something that I thought, the story about when the doctor said, he said specifically, word for word, doctors don't believe black women about their pain. He believes them less when we complain that we're in pain. And like I said before, I was in the hospital for my situation back in November. This woman came in there complaining about pain. All these white doctors, you go to the hospital, they got they have the doctors who are in training, and then you got the nurse practitioners, and you got 2 other doctors and stuff like this. So all these doctors, they came. I didn't see not one black one. And also, we got to do better. We got to put our kids into these things, because it's ain't no black doctors. We are raising black children, so we have to raise them to be these doctors and lawyers and activists and stuff like that, because everybody can't be a rapper. What happens? Everybody's gonna be a rapper, or everybody, we gotta teach our kids that we gotta shoot for more than just the basics, okay? And I want to teach my daughter that she could do more than just the basic little job. I want her to believe that she could shoot for the stars and be whatever she wants to be. If that's a politician, if it was a spokeswoman, anything like that. It doesn't have, I'm so sick of seeing the negative about us black people. But anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember. I just got that just sidetracked me. But I'm gonna look for the book. I'm gonna read it, and I think that maybe once I finish, if somebody else wants to read it, then I'll send it to them, or maybe I'll read a passage that I felt was really, or maybe somebody else could read it with me and we could discuss it or whatever. But I did also find this little article. It's not a little article. It's a very long article, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. I will also put this on the page as well because it's a very long article. It was written back in 2016. It was about a woman, and she was basically talking about same thing I'm talking about. The racial bias in medicine leads to the worst health care for minorities. Mountain research finds that facing discrimination in general is a risk for poor health. So I'm gonna put this article on the page. Y'all can read it, and then we could discuss that or whatever. Also, this Dr. Tweety, he said, being black is bad for your health. And when he said that, that really spoke to me because it is so true of what we go through. Like, no other race is gonna ever understand what we go through. They say, oh, well, y'all overcame so much. Okay, great. We're not slaves anymore or whatever in that aspect. Like, we ain't getting whipped or whatever with whips and, we have the freedom. But then, do we really? Our black brothers and sisters are still getting killed like animals dead in the streets. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's really kind of like, we look like we're free. It seems like we're free because this is not how things were years ago. As far as you wouldn't see us out here working and, having the freedom and having the money like how, these celebrities are and things like that. But, excuse me, we're not really free. And the sad thing is, when it comes to your health, like, you're supposed to go to your doctor and be able to tell them, listen, I'm feeling pain in my chest or in my back or anything, instead of them trying to turn you around and then slap you with like a $600 bill for nothing. I'm gonna find my bill from when I went to the doctor, and all this doctor did, I got a bill in the mail. All she did was prescribe me some birth control pills. She ain't drawing no blood. She didn't run any tests. Next thing I know, I got a whole bill telling me, oh, she charged the insurance $600. $600 for what? For talking to her? Because she didn't do nothing. She didn't run any tests. She didn't take any blood. Oh wait, she made me take a pregnancy test. Okay, I could have took a pregnancy test at the pregnancy test from 99-cent store and brought in the results for all of that. Because if you're gonna charge me that much money for nothing, then I'm definitely in the wrong. But I need to go to school and become a doctor. But anyway, on a lighter note, I'm going to read this book. I am going to post all of this information because there's so much information and it's just going to be too much. I can't read it all. I'm not going to read it all because I'm going to keep stopping because I'm like, But I'm going to post everything that I found. I'm going to post the article. I'm going to post the video. I'm going to post when I find the book and exactly which website. I'm pretty sure you can find it on eBay, Amazon, or whatever. But I'm going to look for the book and put the prices on, whatever website. I don't know if you want to get it. Maybe I feel like it could be a good read. Also, I'm going to send on the links to the videos that I was watching about this black doctor. His name is Dr. Damian Tweety. So, this information, this book was back in 2013. We're now in 2019. So it's a pretty old book, but things ain't changed, that drastically since he wrote the book, I'm sure. It probably got worse, who knows, but I'm going to post all the information that I got. I would love to do like an interview with a doctor myself. Only thing is, like, Are they going to be willing to really talk and not put their necks in line? Because, you know, sometimes. So I'm going to do some research on that as well. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do all my posting. And keep doing my research and keep just doing my little due diligence. It's now 2019. So I'm definitely in the works on doing some things. I really don't want to say, because if it don't come to fruition or whatever you can say, I always say how it comes to whatever. Okay, I don't want to, put it out there and it doesn't happen. So I'm going to, when it does get to that point where I could be like, okay, now I can say, I will definitely say something. I am though talking to some celebrities. I've been telling them my story, talking to them, letting them know, like, listen, this is what I want to do. I want to make this a conversation. I'm so sick of going on the internet and seeing bullshit, excuse my language, but I'm so sick of seeing BS that has nothing to do with what's really going on in America. For example, I'm so sick of seeing these fighting videos. We're in 2019. I feel like it should be a lot more positivity going on right now. The third day, okay, I ain't hear nobody mention nothing about the government shutdown. I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to get our tax returns back. There's people out here who depends on certain government assistance programs and stuff like that. You can't get them. Or it's taking a minute because the government is still on the lockdown or shutdown because of Donald Trump. But yet, y'all talking about the flyer sneakers, this, that, and the third. Like, let me tell you. That's what I'm saying. These white kids and these other them kids, they're getting to this money. And we're going to be sitting here and we the slowest in the race trying to catch up behind. And y'all think, oh, y'all doing y'all little scamming or y'all working y'all little 9-to-5 job or whatever. It's cool to work, but listen, we got to think about the bigger picture and make things better for our kids growing up. That's why I'm trying to start a conversation. Because guess what? It ain't just me. At the end of the day, your kids grow up, or even now when they go to the doctors and stuff like that, you think that they're going to care as much as they're going to care about the white kid? God forbid, your black kid and this white kid both need a heart transplant or any type of organ to save their lives. Who the hell you think they gonna save first? Because they damn sure ain't gonna save your black ass kid. They gonna save the white kid because they gonna feel like, well, this white kid probably gonna have a better future anyway. So let's save the white kid. I'm trying to make it so that one day in life, shit, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know who this is gonna hit. Just because it's not something ignorant and stupid, or somebody, I'm not up here, doing things for the clout as far as stupidity, don't mean that what I believe in is it's not going to go anywhere. At the end of the day, God forbid something happened to my daughter, I would want them to give her the same chances that they would give the little white kid over here. Instead of, oh, well, we just going to say the white kid and then, we'll see what we could do for your black child. But there's no telling. They going to go above and beyond. Shit, they might even fuck around and get a doctor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to do what they need to do to save that. But they're not going to do that for us black people, us minorities. Seriously, we really got to think about this shit, man. But anyway, have a blessed Wednesday. No, today is Thursday. Okay, have a blessed Thursday, and I'm gonna post everything that I can find, and tomorrow I will post the book. Maybe I'm gonna look for the book tonight, but I'm not gonna make this long because I have to help my child with her homework and cook dinner. So have a great rest of your day, you guys. Bye.